How you doing, Junior? How's things? Hey, Joshua. Hey, Ray. That's a good question. Um, I'm not sure on the statistics, Joshua, but um, I guess you don't hear too much about shootings these days. But hard as las. But I guess my thoughts are that um, they are very draconian. What they did is disarm the general population, and the fact is there's still illegal guns out there that criminals own. Um, I mean, just off the top of my head, it does seem like there might be um, less shootings, but I can't say for sure. I'd have to look up statistics on that, and I'm very skeptical of anything that the government puts out in the way of statistics. I thought it was a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, though, the gun laws. As you've probably seen on another channel, um, this is now considered the troll channel because I let certain people in here. Um, I guess now that uh, the people that always accused others of this guilty by association thing now have made me guilty by association. Hey, Amani, I know some people don't like some of the people that I let in here, Mexican Jew being one of them, but I don't give a shit. Mexican Jew's always been uh, pretty well behaved on this channel. We've always got along. I'm not going to dump people from this channel if they're not breaking the law, the rules. So I'm not going to let their opinion of me change how I am anyway. Yeah, Mexican Jews, a lad who's currently in the Philippines. Some people don't like him, He's, and that's fair. People can like and dislike whoever they want. Right, I guess it doesn't matter. The shitty thing is that one of the people, um, yeah, he's okay, mate. One of the people that done this has got on a stream and abused the shit out of me, made derogatory comments about my son. So next time I see him, I might give him a serve because you know, he's no better than the trolls or the people he accuses of being trolls. So I thought we were friends, but obviously, a beautiful Sunday morning here in Adelaide. Just got a coffee. Um, I was getting my coffee caught up with a young lad that I taught to drive several years ago. Yeah, we know. It seems that this is the troll channel now. Yeah, well, I'm not going to change the way I am, Joshua, and I'm not going to start kicking people out because other people don't like them. How you doing, Al? Yeah, Joshua, it's all fine. People can have different opinions, and I don't have a problem with that. As long as people don't get nasty, it's all good. Yeah, not bad, Face Runner. How's yourself? It's crazy how quickly people can turn on you. Um, I guess it's human nature. I'm not going to mention names, Ed. I just watched another stream the other day where they called this a troll channel, and someone was having a dig at me. Exactly, Joshua. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Al. I think some people spend too much time in their rooms. They need to get out, and I mean, I can only guess at the problems that some of these guys have got. I don't want to get into it. They're all allowed their opinion. I've had to ban some people off of here when they've gone too far. I'm not going to ban people because I disagree with their opinion. I don't know, Al. I mean, I think some of it's drinking. Um, some of it's because they get in their clicky groups, and I've got my friends, no doubt, but um, at the end of the day, I'm not going to tell them who they should like and not like, and I expect the same in return. Face trainer, we all have our moments. Yes, yeah, that's dead right, Joshua. Maybe Randall. But I'm not going to start banning people from this channel because other people don't like them. That's not the way to go. I think that's been, I think it's been a problem in the past. People have been too quick to throw people out of their live streams, um, and I think that causes more issues at the end of the day. You're not a troll, Ed. Give me a break. And some of the guys here might have done shit on other live streams or whatever, but I can't. I can't judge them on that. I've got to judge them on what they do here in on this channel. Drill a little hole in his fence, Face Runner, so you can keep an eye on him. Yeah, well, Joshua, we know he's got a thing for midgets, so I think from tomorrow morning I'm going to get back, join a gym, get uh, get myself back into a little bit of shape. Work on getting out of Adelaide. Thankfully, I've still got a few people over there in the Philippines that I can still catch up with. I think Ed would still have me over for a beer and a hoagie. Yeah, ankles are bad, Ed. You really need to stay off of them. You can you can do more damage uh, if you go and do that. My avatar. Yeah, it was just a shitty pick I just picked up and got on there. Oh, bye bye, Frank. Lasted all of 30 seconds. Well, I shouldn't have to because I got all the weights and benches and that here, Joshua. But the problem is when it gets hot, you just don't feel like doing anything because it gets too hot here with all the gear outside. So I just go to a gym. Plus, I don't have the bags and that here. But when you're getting, high 30s and 40-degree days, it's just crazy. You don't want to go out there and do anything. Much easier to go into an aircon gym and push some weights around. It's good to see all you guys out and about. What is it, Sunday morning here, so Saturday night over there? Yeah, well, I still do sit-ups. Um, the running I've given up on. I was doing 10Ks a week, two 5K runs, but I was just losing too much weight. Well, that's what I'm after, Joshua, to bulk up a bit. I mean, not doing anything for a while, unfortunately, you lose the weight from all the places you don't want to lose it. Yeah, I imagine you do, Ed. Well, I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Ed's more of a swing guy. We're talking the sex swing there, face runner. I wouldn't put anything past Ed. Oh man, ploughing snow, shit. I really feel for you guys that got to put up with that sort of weather. Well, it doesn't take long to get out of shape, Randall. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ed had the right idea. Get away from the snow altogether. Well, it is too easy, Joshua, but when you, hey, how you doing, Nathan? Um, it's just too crazy trying to keep up. Hey, how you doing, Terry? It's just too crazy trying to get out there when it's in the high 30s, 40 degrees, 100, over 100 Fahrenheit. No, and Nathan, it's because other people can have accused me of running a troll channel. So that's all well and good. Like I told the boys earlier, I'm not going to start kicking people out just because other people don't like them. Back again, Junior. Beer and hot wings. I'll remember that, Joshua. Yeah, yeah, for the most part, the chat is pretty good here. We have our moments where things get a little bit uptight, but you know, I have to admit, some of the guys that people don't like actually, when you ask them to take it easy, they will actually listen. And I think that's because we haven't, just kicked people out willy nilly, and I think they appreciate that they can still come in here, or I hope they do. Junior, you and Ed would time everyone out. Ed, no bullshit. I was going to take. No, I won't take Ed's wrench away because he wants it taken away. But I can still time you out, Ed. You bastard. I know you want me to take yours, Ed, but it's not happening. You're stuck with it, man. Live with it, Ed. It's not happening. You're crazy, man. So what's new in the world of YouTube, guys? I watched an interesting live stream for a little bit last night. I don't know if you guys know of any of the Thailand vloggers. Um, Thai vlogger by the name of My Two Bar. Big show tonight. Uh, yeah, I heard about that. Nathan, hope you're okay, mate. Yeah, look, Joshua, the gun laws in Australia really were a knee-jerk reaction to a shooting at Port Arthur in Tasmania, uh, which is very suspect in itself. Yeah, I'll be curious to see Randall. I watched one from My Two Bar. Um, hello, Harry. Um, Concerning Steph in Thailand. There's obviously a bit of a war of words going on there. But I don't know if you guys know any of them. I mean, that Steph in Thailand is a tripper anyway. But the Thai community has the same issues as the Philippines community. Yeah, I talk to Chuck a lot, Randall. He knows me pretty well. Yeah, I didn't like it. I had to give up some of my guns, Joshua, but I gave up the rest of them when my son was born. I didn't want guns in the house. I didn't want guns in the house when my son was little, so I did get rid of mine anyway. Yeah, Chuck and Page are great, and Sawyer Mafia. Um, but Chuck knows who I am. Uh, he's a great guy. I'm hoping if he ever comes to Australia, he'll come and stay with me. I've put the invitation out to him. He's a great guy. Um, just I felt for him the other day when he had to do the vlog about losing his friend. Um, that was really sad to see that, and he did say it was the hardest vlog he's ever had to make. But he's a positive guy, decent. He's a Texan, now retired, married to a Thai lady, beautiful Thai lady, has a great life. You guys up there, as you can see, where Randall's written "No Time to Be Sad," go have a look at this guy. Um, really worth seeing it. Uh, DNC? No, I can't see DNC in here. Harry Penis could be. It could be Ray. Who knows? But there are some great Thai vloggers out there, just like there's some great Philippines vloggers. Um, but they have the same issues that the Philippines vloggers have. There's seems to be a never-ending war of words between them all. It's just a little bit on the insane side. Yeah, some people don't like Sunny in Thailand, but I don't mind Sunny. Um, he's he used to put out some really good vlogs. Even Greg, who people don't like Greg, and I don't like some of the shit he does either, but he puts out really good travel vlogs. He really goes to a lot of effort with his editing. So definitely if you want to travel through Thailand, his travel vlogs are good. The rest of it's kind of just mouthing off at other people, but yeah, to each his own, I guess. Land of Smiles is another good one. Simon and Mem. Yeah, I know she had the young one from Myanmar with the baby, but I'm just trying to think of the girl's name that worked behind the counter, and she was hot as the one they took to Japan with them. She was a bit of a stunner. Ed Ed should do more videos. I mean, he's so entrenched in the culture and the life there. He should put out some more videos and show everyone what it's like to live where he does. Just like Larry, I'd like to see Larry expat prepper do more. Um, I got a lot of time for Larry. He's a decent guy. Well, we've got 19 watching. Thanks, guys. It has been a little bit quiet lately. Yeah, well, Joshua, that's a good idea, and he should have done his house as it was slowly getting done too. That would have been interesting for a lot of people because he hasn't gone fancy or anything. He's just stuck to the basics, and now he's got himself a comfortable home. Yeah, definitely very envious of people like Ed. I'm not sure if I could live there myself, which is why I need to get over there a few times and check it all out and see what's happening. Well, the thing is, Joshua, we can watch all these vlogs, day in and day out, but it is a small window into things. So we should, you do need to get your boots on the ground over there to check it out for yourself. But it it's interesting to see how people are doing it over there. Chip in and get a lazy boy for Valentine's Day. Oh, geez, Valentine's Day. That hasn't. It's been a few years since that's meant anything to me. Yeah, I agree, Joshua. And it'd be nicer just to watch, the videos like that without all the drama. VD Day. It is a big culture shock, Joshua, and that's why people, don't just judge a place on the vlogs you see. You need to get over there and experience it. It is a different world when you've got someone just showing you everyday life and not trying to buff it all up and make it look shinier than it is. I agree totally with you, Joshua. And there's so many types of lifestyles you can live over. You got Ed living like he does. You got Focus living like he does. Totally two different lifestyles, and both are happy. Woohoo, Walmart. Jesus. I'm not a big sweet tooth face man. I'll grab something sweet every now and again and have a little bit of a binge, but uh, I'm more the savoury person. I'm not big on sweets. I guess that came from years of not trying to eat well. Yeah, it does take a lot of guts, Randall, and you put yourself up there for criticism, which is not easy. Some people don't take criticism very well, and especially on YouTube, some of the criticism you get, which is, let's be fair, some of it's very uh, unfair, nasty. So I don't know if I could do it myself. I might make a little video here and there. Yeah, some guys are professional in the way they do it, but I think some of those guys are trying to build up a channel and you know uh, make the channel worth something, which is fair enough. Well, that's true, Ed. Yeah, very true. No, I don't know. I don't want to get into all the shit talking with people. I don't have the time for it. That's not my cup of tea. I'll have my say if I need to, and then that's it. I started doing this to help out, another guy that we were working together. Um, and it's a really good place to come and just talk to you guys. Yeah, Junior, that's not happening, man. Yeah, that's true too, Joshua. And in some cases, it's good because some people want to go over there for the nightlife and visit the red light district. So it's good to you know to know what to expect. They give out great advice on the warnings of what not to do, what to be wary of. Yeah, you don't know. I mean, it's not something that is top a priority on my list, but I'd still go and see some of the red light districts just to experience it. Same as people say, don't go to Manila. Manila's no good, but I'd still, if I'm going to go to the Philippines, um, why not go to the capital and at least see it one time? And you, know, you got to experience the good and the bad. I know a lot of guys tell me to go out to the provinces, which is all well and good, but I think you need to see, you know, different places. You better be looking after my goat there, Ed. You remember, champ? One of them goats mine. How you doing, Steve? Oh well, we got a few lurkers in there. 3 thumbs down, thanks. Nice to know you're in the background there. You know what? It's not that funny, Junior. I mean, there is a certain culture around those red light district areas. I mean, especially in Thailand. Um, you got you know in Bangkok, you got that Nana Plaza, you got Pattaya, you got Patong, all those places, Phuket, that are geared up for red light. It's amazing, that something that's illegal over there is their biggest money earners in tourism over there as well. And I see that the Thais have just changed some of their immigration laws as well. So if any guys been thinking about retiring over there, you might want to go check out some of the vloggers who are putting information on that. Culture is a lifestyle, I think, Joshua. Um, well, that's true, Nathan. But let's face it, over here, the red light girls are probably not going to be as good looking as the girls over there, or as cheap. That's for sure. It's the oldest profession for sure, face runner. I don't have a problem with people that want to go to those areas and enjoy that because at the end of the day, those countries set up areas just for that. Um, yeah, trade probably the first, Joshua, and then prostitution closely following it. Although, I guess if you look at history, even would say when you had armies traveling around like the Roman army, they still had a big wagon train of prostitutes and shit following them. But definitely, yeah, woodworkers, stoneworkers. Yeah, I know what you mean, trading like carpenters, masons. It's kind of funny how we legislate over here for them, and yet at the end of the day, if a girl wants to earn her living that way, I don't see why anyone should tell her she can't. I mean, it's a profession that's been around for just about forever. Face runner. Thing is, we all have different views. We all go somewhere looking for different things. Um, you know, if I'm totally honest with you guys, for me at this point in time, it's just to get out of Adelaide, um, not to have to walk around and see things that remind you of shit. Going to a different country where everything's so different. It doesn't give you time to reflect on the past. You know, helps you look forward. You know, I just need to get out of Adelaide and I guess not so much reinvent myself, but to reinvigorate. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, you're probably right, Nathan. But again, it depends on what you're going across for. What you're looking for. Everyone wants something different. I've thought about that too, Face Runner. Um, but at the moment, I've got so much shit I've got to find. You know, I've got a GT that's sitting at a friend's place, just fucking, getting hammered and not getting looked after. Um, you know, I've got all my tools and shit stored here, and got to find somewhere for them. Well, yeah, that's if that's all you want, Nathan. But I think a lot of people want more than that. You know, for me, it's an escape from. You should do it, Face Runner. Australia's got a lot to offer, and so many places to go depending on what you want to see. You know, I'd recommend going in your winter time, which is our summer, which you know that's the best time for you to hit Australia. Although our winter wouldn't be as cold as yours, but I think summer's the best time to hit Australia. If you do come in our winter, then I guess places like the Northern Territory and Queensland are the places to go to. You'll have decent weather up in those places during the winter periods. Yeah, it is expensive, uh, Joshua. The the best advice I can give you is depending on where you want to go. If you meet somebody there and you become friends, and they can offer you a place to stay, that will cut your bill down by a hell of a lot. Mm. But again, it depends on where you want to go and what you want to see. Where are you, Ed? I need you to come on the panel and hold the show for me. Hey, Jedi, how you doing? Yeah, I hear you, Jedi. Lots of people do backpacking here, Face Runner. Lots of backpackers, hotels, and that. Yeah, that's true, Nathan. That's a good way to do it. We need to be using Google Chrome, Joshua. That's a must. And you need the Hangouts app. If depending on what device you're on, if you're on a laptop and you've got this stream running and you've got another page open with I'm not sure what you're saying there, Ed. And you've got Hangouts open, then you can just use a link to jump in. Yeah, yeah. He finally cleaned his room and she gave it up, Randall. Yeah. Finally cleaned his room. Yeah, credit cards are a big problem, Jedi. People getting themselves into debt. And obviously, the governments around the world are looking to become a cashless society, which I'm not so sure is a good thing. I definitely wouldn't want to be the younger generation now are going to have a harder time than what we did. Spend today, worry tomorrow. Get on here, Ed, so you can give me a break. I need to mute myself for a while, and I don't want to do it while I'm just on here by myself and leave the guys in the chat talking to nobody. Get that wrinkled old ass in here, flyboy. Or we might have to order a drone strike on your place, mate. Yeah, it is called communism, Joshua. Yeah, well, it happens a lot, Nathan. A lot of people do it. No, don't. Still not sure what you're saying there, Ed. Seen I missed a stream earlier with Big Kev. She had a bit of a sleep in this morning. Ed irons his ass. Oh, shit. The wall isn't done yet. I'm not sure what the wall's got to do with you jumping on the stream. Well, traveller checks, you think they're a thing of the past. Everything's done on card now. I heard something, Ed, about Peter V being arrested in Florida or something like that, but I guess he's just repeating what he's heard. Actually, Ed, you're the Air Force boy. You'd be the one sending the drone attacks. Yeah, something happened with Big Kev. Uh, I'm not sure if it's with his ex and his kids or something happened. I'm not really sure. Um, I've missed a couple of his streams, so I hope the big fella's okay. It's a shitty world we live in sometimes. Yeah, well, it's probably just a rumor then, Randall. His ex ran off. Oh, shit. That sucks, man. Oh, that's good, Jedi. And he wants to adopt his kids. Nah, don't let that happen, man. Jesus. Yeah, gold is God. Shit, that's fucking horrible. I feel for the guy. No, that's terrible, Ed. He's in the YouTube Witness Protection Program. Oh, that's clever, Randall. I might have to go into that myself. But that sucks, Jedi. That really sucks. And I hate this idea of guys cutting someone else's lunch. That's pretty shitty. Especially if he's been supporting him too. I mean, that's just fucking wrong. Man, it's like enough bad shit hasn't happened to the guy, and then something like that to happen. That's just wrong. So I've missed out a couple of streams, so haven't been sure what's been going on. He was supporting daughters only. Well, that's something, Ray. I mean, at least he was doing that. Well, that's good, Jedi. Yeah, Jedi's a great guy. Um, it was good having him around when I first got on to the Philippines scene and was talking to him under a different name at the time. He'd been through what I've been through, so he knew exactly what was going on, and it was good to talk to him. The Aussie guy, yeah. Well, if that Aussie guy knew that Kev was still supporting those kids and keeping in touch with them, that's still wrong. Yeah, it's good to take on two kids, not his, whatever, but still, you don't cut someone else's lunch. There's enough girls out there, mate, without having to do that shit. Although, blame goes to both sides. She must have been looking for it as well. So, I guess there's a lesson to be learnt there. People give out these warnings all the time about what it is like over there. Yeah, yeah. You don't know what she's told him. Okay, Randall. Yeah, that's what hurts, Jedi. Yeah, best way to find out, Joshua, is probably watch Big Kev's live streams and get it straight from the horse's mouth, I guess. Where are you, Ed? Get on here. Well, that's a good thing, Ed. Yeah, look, Ray. There's always two sides to it, and Jedi's right. You know, it's a hard one, Joshua. Um, Especially considering as far as I know, Kev was doing his best to still support them and the kids anyway. But I guess we don't know what happens behind closed doors. Um, Sometimes you don't hear the full story. Still, it's a rough thing to happen. Understandably, it's probably put him down a little bit, but I'm sure he'll bounce back. And from the sounds of it, he's had shit happen to before, and when he lost his businesses and that over there. Yeah, that's true, Jedi. But you need to get over there. You you can't really do it over the internet. It's too hard. You need boots on the ground over there, and to do that, yeah, you got to watch out for some of them sites, Randall. I admit, I tried it. Um, it was unbelievable, mate. After you've both said hello, they're asking for a new phone and uh, yeah, Wi-Fi, and yeah, me too, Steve. Yeah, I mean, Joshua, I've heard of people using it and done all right. Um, and then you hear a lot of horror stories too, and I know from experience that getting on those sites, you just get girls asking for this and that. Yeah, you do have to be careful, really careful. Yeah, you're right, Ed. Ed, get on the stream so I can take off for 5 minutes. You mother, stop lurking in my chat. Get on the panel. Yeah, it's hard to say, Ray. You hope that he does. Yeah, I guess Jedi. It depends on the lifestyle, and I don't doubt you at all, Jedi. I mean, I know you've been there, and it really does depend on the lifestyle. If you're a single guy wanting to play around, it's going to cost you some money. But if you settle down with someone over there, obviously that's going to cut your spending by a whole lot. But I guess Jerry was looking at it from his own experience and what he thinks you need. Um, there's definitely a point where, you know, I mean, some of these guys that are trying to live on 500 a month, they're going to struggle, and unless you want to live uh, like a Filipino, you're going to struggle. What did he say? I reckon he said about 1,500 a month, Steve. I reckon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was saying 1,500 a month. Jedi might have a better memory. Yeah, $1,500 a month. Again, I guess it depends on the lifestyle that you want over there. Like I said, he's taken it from his point of view, what he thinks he'll need to live a good life over there. Yeah, you do need to decide and find out for yourself what lifestyle you want. How you doing, Andy? Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, well, I'm no expert and haven't been there, but when you're seeing guys living on 500 a month, you think 1,000 would probably get you through pretty easily too. Well, 600 is pretty low, Nathan. Again, it depends on the lifestyle you want to live, Nathan. Um, if you want to go over there and live like a millionaire, it's going to cost you. That's why you need to get over there, experience it, and then work out what sort of lifestyle you want and what it's going to cost you. I really think you need to get over there and then do that. You know, everybody wants something a little bit different in life, and some people are happy with a simple life. Others want that, uh, still be able to do that partying and all the rest of it. And that's where your money's gonna disappear. Well, that's not too bad. You're doing all right, Nathan. I don't know, Jed. I think Jerry's just giving ballpark figures. It really depends on the lifestyle you want. Yeah, exactly. That's it, Jedi. If you want to party, it doesn't matter where you are. You're gonna blow a heap of cash. Well, you were there recently, Face Runner, so you got an idea of what it's like over there. No, that's true, but you need to experience that culture and that kind of lifestyle to know whether you can live like that. You know, I definitely wouldn't want to go over there and live in a nipper hut. I couldn't do that. Andy, I'm not about to attack. I like Johnny Warrior. Um, you know, I know there's a lot of guys at the moment a little bit heated up about all that shit, but I don't have a problem with Johnny. You know, Johnny, Eric. Um, I get along well with those guys. You know, until someone does something personally to me, what's no point having a beef with them. Oh, well, that's not bad, Nathan. 'Cause that's right, Fatima. That's how you learn, mate. Boots on the ground, go and experience different things for yourself. Find out what you like and what you don't like. Good on you, Andy. Just remember, Andy, you can't change people's minds for them. They have to change it themselves. You can't make somebody like somebody else. It's just the way it is, buddy. I've said it so many times. I'm not going to let anybody pick my friends for me, which is why I'm not going to stop certain people from coming to this channel if they're doing the right thing. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's funny how that happens, Andy. Now we have no rent and the power and water is no more than 2K a month ever. Well, that's all right. Vitrix, that's Jedi, Junior. Uh, that was his old handle. Now he uses Jedi. Yeah, well, the garden helps, Nathan, if you can grow a few of your own things and you don't have to grow a lot. Oh, man, I look forward to that, Jedi. Um, just sit back, mate, and forget all the shit from the past. And I really do look forward to that. You know, a nice, cool beer, mate, and something pretty to look at. I haven't seen Andrew for a little while. He's made an appearance now and again. Exactly, Andy. You have to, which is why I want to get out of Adelaide. There's so much shit that reminds me of everything here. So just to get away from Adelaide for a while. Andrew's her. Okay. I haven't heard from him for a while. Yeah, you should do it, Face Runner. There's a lot of good shit here to see, especially off the beaten path. I mean, the cities are good if you're on the east coast there and you want to go up to Queensland. I mean, that's a place that's really set up for tourism. You know, go up to somewhere like Port Douglas, mate. Ah, your son's in Adelaide. Oh, cool, Andy. Adelaide's a nice place. It's a smaller city. That's cool, Andy. Yeah, Adelaide is one of the smaller cities here. Nah, Joshua, no need to. It's all good, mate. That's fine, Andy. Yeah, I'm, I'm sure both will, Jedi. You know, I'm kind of over the girl thing. I just want to go just to forget everything and, like I said, reinvigorate myself and forget all this shit. And don't worry about it, Joshua. It happens. You know, it happens to all of us, mate. It's not a big deal. You know, we're not always all going to get along all the time. We just need to get over it. Got to remember, guys. There's hot girls everywhere. It's just meeting one that you click with. Yeah, it's good, evil. That's good to hear, mate. It's kind of frustrating at the moment knowing that, yeah, it is way too short. Way, way, way too short. But for me, it's just one of those moments where, sometimes you just need to get away from everything and, experience something different, meet new people, experience in another country. Like going to America was a great thing for me. Yeah, yeah, face right. Although there's what, bloody 7,000 islands or something silly like that. It is a breath of fresh air, Jedi. You know, I think if oh, Andy, I found when I was there, the people were so hospitable and they really looked after me. Uh, I didn't have a problem. Um, in fact, it was kind of strange in that the media over here gives you one impression of the people there, but when you go over there and actually experience it, it's a whole different world. I found the Americans that I met were all pretty cool people. You know, I said they couldn't do enough to help me. Made my time there fantastic. Look, and Andy, there's assholes everywhere. There's assholes in Australia, the UK, Europe. You're going to get them everywhere. That's just how it is. I think you got to take each individual person uh, at face value. Yeah, Junior, I am. You got me pegged. Yeah, I agree, Nathan. There's good and bad everywhere. I think, Joshua, maybe that comes from what we're seeing on YouTube a little bit. You know, some of the shit that's been going on YouTube is pretty crazy. But, that's not a good representation of the people themselves. We're just seeing a small part of that. Hey, Gandhi, how's your internet? Is it good enough to jump on here? Yeah, I watch VK now and again. Um, yeah, he's out in Vietnam at the moment, and I think it looks like settling in there for a little while to check it out. And I think you're crazy if you're going to Southeast Asia not to check out different countries over there. Well, there's assholes everywhere, face runner. And there's good people everywhere too. Just don't tar everyone with the same brush. And it's so easy to make enemies over the internet. It's just crazy. Yeah, I can't mail the link from here. Sorry, Nathan. Um, you're doxing yourself, Andy. No, that's true. It's not an individual that makes a culture. Although, let's face it, in America, Australia, the UK, culture is being thrown out the door, and it's like someone that doesn't even understand their own sexuality anymore. It's the culture's getting so confused, and you know, I think, yeah. Take care, Jedi. You have a good one, mate. I think governments are, you know, in some ways responsible for the destroying of cultures. Yeah, me too, Nathan. I've met some awesome Americans. You know, like I said, you got to take each individual on their own merit. It's good and bad everywhere. We just need to understand that. And you can still have two good people that don't get along with each other, but in their own ways they're still good people. Yeah, for the most part, Andy, Aussies are pretty laid back, but you know, just just remember that there's good and bad everywhere. You know, um, no matter where you go, you're going to get some pricks somewhere along the line. That's just part of it all. You got to remember too, on YouTube, what you see is not always what you get. You know, If you met me uh, in real life, I'm probably a lot more quieter, a little bit more subdued than what I am here. That's for sure. Probably sometimes too serious, which is not bad about YouTube. You can come on here and play the fool and be a bit of an idiot and have a bit of fun. Shit that I might not do in real life. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that, Joshua. I mean, you can still have guns here. It's not impossible. They just tightened it up, made it illegal to have semi-automatics for the everyday citizen. You can still get a pistol license. Just got to go through hoops to get it. Um, you actually now have to do a course to get your gun license and shit like that. I don't dwell on the gun issue too much over here. Uh, Definitely, we as a society are very complacent and let things happen. No, BK, I'm butthurt at the fact you threw me under the bus when I thought, I just don't time anyone out, but I thought I could time you out because you were a friend and would fucking have a laugh about it. Instead, you threw me under the bus on it. That's what I'm pissed off about, BK. You're the last person I expected to get pissed off about it. And then I found out that you did it to Junior a day or two before that, and that was okay. I just wouldn't time out anybody. I did it to you because we were friends, and I thought you'd be all right. Good on you, Junior. Why aren't you jumping on here, Junior? I haven't heard you for ages. It was months ago since you've been on a panel. Yeah, Nathan, I'm sure. And like I said, we're not all going to get along with everybody. And I think once some guys get a little bit big on YouTube, maybe it goes to their head a little bit. I'm definitely not here to make money out of this or you know, get super huge. So that's never going to happen. Overtime for 2 more hours. Shit. You work some crazy hours, Junior. No, people don't do the research, and it was like I said, a knee-jerk reaction, Joshua, to an incident that happened. It's called the Port Phillip massacre, if you want to look it up, and it was very suspicious. Well, if you're honest, Joshua, I could get in a high-powered car and run down a mall and do more damage than a gun. Hey, how you doing, MJ? Actually, MJ, you're a bit of an enigma because you talk about spreading the hate, but I'm not so sure that's really true, and I don't think that's really part of your personality. I think, from an Aussie's point of view, you're just a shit stirrer, mate. You like stirring the pot, and you like getting a reaction. No worries, Andy. And it seems I've got people that won't come here because you're here, MJ. But as long as you you know, don't make a pain of yourself, and hey, how you doing, Kev? How's things, mate? As long as you don't break the few rules that we got here, you're always going to be welcome here, MJ. Yeah, well, I don't think he's going to come and visit yet, MJ. Yeah, that's right. It was on Focus the Show, Junior. Yeah, that's a good question. How is Davao, MJ? How are you liking it after spending that time in Cebu? What's the comparison, mate? Yeah, I've seen that he ate balut. Oh God, I don't know how. You must have an iron stomach, MJ. Yeah, Nathan, he was on there two or three times, I think. Hope you're all good, Kev. MJ, don't get into that, mate. Seriously. Yeah, well, that's in poor taste. So you like and devour. Yeah, well, you hear all the time it's different to other places. I'm not sure if it was you or someone else was saying. It might have been you, MJ, saying it was cheaper than it was in Cebu. Tastes like duck soup with feathers. A bolo is a machete, Joshua. He's referring to one of the guys in here, which just was in bad taste. You're better than that, MJ. I know you're a shit stirrer. CDO, what's CDO, Nathan? Not sure what you mean, CDO. Was that like Cebu Dimageti or something? I'm not sure what CDO is. Oh, God, face runner knows. Come on, fill me in, guys. Tell you what I have noticed is that the girls from Davao very pretty. Um, Not saying that the girls everywhere else there or anywhere aren't pretty, but the Davao girls seem to be quite attractive. I know they don't have the red light areas like they do in some places. It's a little bit more. You're probably going to get more of a real Filipino lifestyle over there without all the nightlife. Although I'm sure they do have their share of bars, but from what I'm gathering, it's not like other places in the Philippines. Maybe from the days of Duterte cleaning the city up. Maybe that's got something to do with it. Okay. Yeah. All right, Nathan. Thanks. Thanks, Face Runner. All right, MJ. You take care. Have fun, mate. Yeah, I think it was his first time junior. I think he might have been with Liz Laz when he did that. I don't think I'd be that adventurous. Obviously, MJ is a lot more adventurous than I am. I think you need a bit of an iron gut to eat that. Come on, MJ, humour Andy. You need to man up, Thunder. Okay. I hope you're doing well, Kev. I hope that leg is healing up well. 14 red horses you eat balut, maybe. Yeah, go for it, Joshua. I think there's some. No, no, don't be sorry, Andy. That's all good. Um, my personal opinion is that Port Arthur, uh, that there's too much strange shit with that. A lot of it doesn't make sense. We had a guy here, a lieutenant colonel, who was considered one of the top 5 snipers in the world, who did an article which amazingly disappeared off the internet, but did an article that he couldn't have shot with the same accuracy that a handicapped kid could did that day. So something suspicious there. Well, there's a lot of people, Joshua, that think Port Arthur uh, happened to, was the obviously was the catalyst to the gun rules. Yeah, I've heard Subic too, Face Runner. It was definitely the catalyst to getting rid of and bringing in the gun rules, Joshua. Whether we'll ever know the truth to it all, I don't know. There's lots of suspicious things, but it's like anything. There's always going to be conspiracy. I think a big one in the US, and which Alex Jones found himself in a lot of trouble over, was the Sandy Hook thing. Not good, Andy. I tell you, life does throw some curveballs at you from time to time, but you really do need to just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving. Yeah. Well, when it comes to evidence, Joshua, I mean, a lot of things were behind closed doors. A lot of stuff didn't come out in the open. So, like I said, who knows if anyone will ever know the truth behind it. If there's a government involved in it, you probably won't ever find out. I guess it's like the JFK thing. There's always going to be conspiracy theories, but finding any real proof or anyone admitting anything. Yeah, Andy, I think everyone, you know, feels for those guys. I think it'll just be a conspiracy theory, Joshua, because I don't think no one would ever, if there was anyone else responsible for it, they're never ever gonna come out and admit to that. I mean, it was such a tragedy. We'd never experienced anything like that before in Australia. Hopefully, never again. But I don't think the gun laws will, um, stop that from happening because there's so many illegal guns out there. That's why, like with the gun laws, what they're talking about. If America was to throw out all these gun laws now, the thing is, there'd still be so many illegal guns out there. You're not going to stop gun crimes. It's the horse has bolted already. Hey, Larry, how you doing? Larry, do us a favour, jump on this chat because I need 5 minutes to mute myself, and I don't want to leave the chat and not talk to people. So help me out, jump on the chat, mate, and keep everyone entertained while I take a 5 minute break. I need your help, Larry. Help a brother out, man. I knew I could count on you, Larry. You're the man. That's right, Nathan. It's not going to happen. Yep, links there, Larry. And that's the same with the JFK. If it's hard to believe a government would have anything to do with that. But if they did, the last thing they're going to do is ever admit to it. I mean, um, let's face it, people don't have a lot of time for governments as it is at the moment. So, I mean, they'd totally lose it if they found out they were involved in shit like that, especially considering that was the catalyst for LBJ getting in there and going into the Vietnam War. I'm going to remove the link now, Larry. Hope you got it, brother. Oh, yep, there we got it. We got a Mally on there. Let's hope we can hear him. No, Face Runner. He doesn't need alcohol. And he needs to stay away from that shit. He needs to get his head clear. Drinking is just it's a quick fix, alcohol. It's not going to get rid of any problems you got. That's for sure. You there, Larry? I can see you. Can see you, but I can't hear you, mate. Yeah, I don't know, Joshua. I don't think if anyone will know, but saying it was an accidental death, I mean, putting a bullet through someone's head, and that's not so accidental, mate. Well, we got Larry on the panel, guys, but can't hear him at the moment. Yeah, well, that's the truth, Nathan. LBJ was the catalyst that they needed to go into the Vietnam War. Um, for right or wrong. Yeah, maybe Joshua. Who knows? Andy, what happens in war zones, mate, is always horrible, and you know, you got to remember, kids can still kill you in those countries as well, mate. You look at Mogadishu. You know, as a soldier, you just do what you have to, mate, and then live with the, you know. Yeah, no worries. Just work it out. I'm sure you get it worked out, Larry. Just do us a favor, Andy. Remove the Muslim content. I don't want to make it. I know what you're saying, but we don't want that shit in the chat because not all Muslims are bad. So I just want to move this stupid Muslim fuck comment, please. I hear what you're saying, but thanks. No worries, Larry. I'm sure you'll sort it. No, don't. It's all good, Andy. I understand exactly what you're saying. We just don't want to tar them all with the same brush. Yeah, well, that Nathan, he didn't want to go into Vietnam. There's lots of things. You know, um, the sad thing is, I'm not sure we'll ever know in our lifetime what happened with all that. Yeah, I understand, Andy. You know, I totally understand, mate. And you have a lot of people agreeing with you. Yeah. The problem is, we're talking about extremist groups. Uh, they're not all like that, but unfortunately, it's hard to know who's good and who the bad are, especially when you're in countries like that. Yeah, I imagine you do, Andy. It's not hard to erase some memories. I totally get that. Well, there was lots of things, Joshua, that can't be explained and don't make sense with all of that. Yeah, Face Runner. It's we take it for granted about some of these guys who serve, uh, and particularly meaning the ones that serve in a war zone. We have no idea what they have to put up with, what the memories they got to live with. Um, it, it it's easy to judge some of these guys, and it's wrong because until we've experienced it, we're just never going to know. You're watching good friends lose their lives, and I guess you at the end of the day you got to question why. And yeah, well, they're the most impressionable, Joshua. They're the ones that these extremist groups can brainwash, for lack of a better word. 'Better 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 word Fair enough, Face Runner. Yeah, and that stuff will stay with you for a long time, Andy. But you got to remember that you got a life of your own, and yeah, and I really can't help you because I've never experienced it. Unlike members of my family who have served, I never have. Um, us guys who haven't served or been in a war zone will never know what you guys had to put up with. I wouldn't defend them, Andy. Um, extremist groups are the bane of our existence, and in the past we've had them on the Christian side as well. So I don't know what the answer is to it all. I'm just not so sure that blanket bombing anyone is the answer for anything. Although sometimes that's what we feel like doing, and trying to eradicate the problem. But I'm not that sure that's the answer. Well, we lost Larry. Hopefully, Larry will try and make a comeback. I was brought up a Catholic, Andy. Um, so, but I've seen the Catholic Church do some bad things too. Yeah, Face Runner. I've heard Ed talk about fireworks set him off, and I'm sure it does a lot of other people. Like I said, it's hard for us guys who have never been in that situation to understand what you go through. Which is why, Andy, you need to be talking to guys who have been through that shit, mate. They're the only ones that are going to truly understand what you've been through. They're the only ones you're going to find any real comfort from. People like myself have no idea what you've been through. We can imagine all we want, but it's not the same. Yeah, it is kind of brainwashing, Joshua. And it's sad that we're in the 21st century, and we still got shit like this going on. But while big money controls everything, and while you know, oil is a player in all this, I think you need to get away, Andy. You really do. You need to just take a holiday, mate. Go spend some time with your loved ones, and I know you got a little one, and you need to go spend some time with them, and remember you know what it's all about. You know, um, you need some positive shit going on in your life. Um, I know from experience that sitting on your own, and yeah, I imagine you are, Andy. But sitting on your own and thinking about all this shit makes it worse. You need to just get away and spend some time with the people that you love and that love you, and remember what it's all about. We can get a distorted view on life really easily. Yeah, I can imagine that, Face Runner. I mean, if you look at the beginnings, and it's probably not a good example, but if you look at the beginnings of the Hells Angels, they were all World War II vets that came back and couldn't fit into the life that they came back to. Well, that's a good idea, Andy. That's what you need to do. But you also need to get with your family. You know, um, I mean, he's a good guy to talk to because he understands the shit you've been through. So it's good that you're talking to him. But man, do yourself a favor, Andy, and please get with your family and and try and remember what it's all about. You know, but I said we can talk to you, but we will never truly understand what you've been through. Some of the guys in the chat probably do. I see. No, it looks like Big Kev's got a live stream coming up, guys. When he comes on, I might just jump off for a while and let you guys go visit Big Kev. All right, later, Face Runner. Have a good day, mate. Yeah, that's true, Nathan. That's why I think he needs to be with his family and I remember what it's all all the good things and all the positive. Farzer's on fire too. I don't watch him, Steve. Yeah, Josh, I think we all have our demons that we've faced at some stage, but it's hard to know or understand what some guys have been through. We can try to understand, but you know, that's just it's just too hard to know what guys go through. That's why Andy needs to have guys that have been through that shit to talk to, and he needs to get there with his family and remind himself what it's all about. You know, get the positives put back in your life, and I think, like Nathan said, get in a good place mentally, and it's not easy, but you can do it, Andy. It's humans are pretty resilient. Um, just remember though that alcohol is a short-term fix. It won't cure the issues you've got. It's not going to take away the memories forever. And at the end of the day, it will compound all the problems you have got. I don't know, Joshua. I mean, I'm just not willing to uh, give out too much advice because we just don't understand what vets go through. Definitely, they need that space to try and. I mean, I don't think you can fully forget what happens, but you need to look at the positive things, get more positive shit going on in your life. Yeah, but but Joshua, sometimes that's just not feasible for them to do that. You know? I mean, I think some people deep down just want to get away from it's just when you've been through some of the things that they have, it's hard to do it. Yeah, of course you lose your identity, Andy, and I guess that's one of the things about the military is that they mold you into what they want. You become a bit of a tool for them. You probably still are, Andy. You just, like I said, mate, you need to get some positive shit going on in your life and stop being, on your own because that's the worst thing that you can do. Oh, we all do, Andy. We all fear it. We all think about it. This is a human nature thing. Yeah, well, the isolation is something you do to yourself. We all do it. And Junior's right. You need to stop drinking. I mean, it's easier said than done. But the drinking is a quick fix. You know, at the end of the day, it will compound all the problems you have got. And, I'm sure JW will tell you that, mate. You know, talk to that guy. And take it in what he says. Because you know he's a pretty caring guy. You know, you picked a guy. You know that understands what you've been through. So yeah, that's understandable, Andy. You just got to remember that everything that happened when you're in the military is that's not how you have to be all the time. Yeah, Johnny's a good guy. I got no problems with him or Eric. I know guys don't like him, but that's their issue, not mine. Yeah, I think that's true. I think what Junior's saying here is you're probably harder on yourself, Andy, than anyone else will be, and I think we're all like that. Oh God, you're back again. How did you get back in here and change the last name? Yeah. Well, he's a good guy to talk to, Andy. Yeah, and if it's helping you, then you just keep on doing that. And like I said, get out of the rut you're in now, mate. And get in with your family. I think we all got two sides to us. He was a troll that came in and has said some pretty shitty things, Junior. He's already been, yeah, I know you have a lot of accounts because you keep popping back in here, and you miss me like a hole in the head, Heidel. Oops. It looks like Junior didn't miss you. Yeah, mate. Andy, I had three dogs, mate. When my marriage broke up, my wife gave one away, which broke my heart. She threw another one in the dog pound that I was able to get hold of again. But the one she gave away, you know, I can't tell you how that made me feel. Some things leave a scar, definitely. Yeah, Andy, I would say uh, the best way to get over that is to Mark Harrison. I didn't change last names because of you, Thunder. I've got no idea what you're talking about. I'd say get another dog, Andy, but you don't need one on at the moment. You need to, you know, travel. Yeah, we're all human, Andy, but you really need to stop isolating yourself. And I mean, I don't know your current situation. No, you're not weak. You're just human, mate. Just get yourself out of the being alone and get back in with your family. You know, and we're our own worst enemies at times. The fact that you can talk about things, Andy, makes you strong. Yeah, yeah. I can't help you with that, Andy. You need to talk to JW about those sort of things because we can never understand that sort of loss. But you need some positives in your life, mate. You really need, you know, your woman and your child with you, and you know, we definitely feel for you, Andy. But I'm just not sure we're the right people to help you. All we can do is be here to talk to you and give you a place to chat. And yeah, we know you'll survive, mate. But you just need to get yourself in a better place mentally and physically. Yeah, I think so too, Gypsy. When you can be so open and honest, it is a sign of strength, definitely. And like Gypsy said, you just got to keep moving and go forward, mate, and find those positives. And you got a positive in that. You got your family. I keep telling you that the drinking's just a quick fix, and in the end, it will just compound any problems you have. I wish we could help you, but you, we can only do so much. You really need those other guys around you to help you. Exactly. And we can be here as friends for you, Andy, and give you somewhere to chat and you know, but you need guys that have more understanding of what you've been through. Well, we're always here, Andy. You're always welcome in this chat, and um, yeah, it's always good to see you and know that you're doing okay. There's a lot of guys here that are here for you. Your focus is uh, always there for you, Andy. Uh, I know that he was one of those that felt bad because he couldn't help you the way, with the help that you really do need. I love you too, Andy. Just we all want to see you just get in a more positive place, and I really think you need your family around to do that. You need to be holding your little girl, and you're doing NCE. Yeah, I agree, Nathan. It's a short term fix. It'll just cause long-term problems. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that I've hit rock bottom, a few years back. Um, but at the end of the day, you realise that shit happens, and you just got to pick yourself up, mate, and dust yourself off. And it's not easy. Well, that's the thing, Andy, and you know, get yourself right, and then you can be helping others that have been through the same situation you have. You know, yeah, mate, I hit rock bottom. I'd lost my family, my home, found myself kicked out of my own house and sleeping in a car, and said had one of my dogs given away, another one thrown into the dog pound, and I didn't know what hit me at the time, mate. And had already been dealing with a year of my partner having multiple sclerosis, and yeah, I've been that way too, Andy. But I had my son in the background, you know, um, that I had to be around for, and you're in the Philippines, Gypsy. Cool. Yeah, I pretty went through that, Andy. Yeah, yeah, Nathan. We all have our demons that we've had to face at some stage. Well, that's it, Andy, and only you know when you're ready to get back up. And it's not easy, but I tell you what do they say? When the going gets tough, the tough get going. You I know a lot of shit we talk is it's easier said than done, but you can do it. Yeah, well, it's easy to get caught up in the alcohol thing, Joshua. Like I said, though, alcohol's a short time fix and a long term problem. Yeah, yeah. Tell me about it, Andy. I, my heart's still broken over, my dogs, and you know, not much you can do. You just, like I said, pick yourself up, mate. Dust yourself off. Yeah, dogs. Unconditional loyalty and love from a dog, which is why I won't get rid of the one I got now, even though I want to travel and it's making it hard having her. Um, she's got to be with me. Yeah, and that's Gypsy. That's where Andy's having a real hard time. He's just lost so much, and but what you got to look at, Andy, is what you can gain. And you got a lovely woman and a daughter, mate. Yeah, yeah, Joshua. I mean, I have those moments where I think about the dogs as well, and it's hard to not think about what you've lost and all the rest of it. Yeah, they are your best friends. it's one of those things they don't live uh, the same lifespan. I don't know if war will ever be over, Andy. Um, uh, I, nobody can answer that one. You would think, like I said, in the 21st century, we'd be over that shit and be civilized and that by now, but who knows? Yeah, and someone said to me a long time, and no bullshit. At the time, I just couldn't see it, but you know, they told me there's people in worse situations, and so it's not easy to see when you're going through a hard time yourself. Yeah, I can imagine that you know, things are not easy for you, Andy, but they will get better. But the thing is, you need to, some of it you're going to have to do yourself. Like I said, you need to stop isolating yourself, get off the drink, and surround yourself with good people and loved ones. You know, and we all do some crazy shit. I mean, I distanced myself from my family for a long time. I was lucky. I had some good mates that I've known uh, forever, it seems. Um, and they were like a crutch to me at times, helping me, get through shit. You just never know, Nathan. You never know. Well, Andy, we're always here, mate. We're always happy to chat to you. You can see the guys in here. They can feel your pain. They want to see you. They want to see you in a better place. We all do. Wow, that's unusual, Nathan. Well, guys, I don't know if you want me to end the stream so you all go over and see what's happening at Big Kev's channel. He's doing a live stream at the moment. I can always jump on again when Big Kev's finished later on or something. I haven't got too much planned for the day. It's a lazy Sunday here. If you all want to go over to Big Kev's, I can cut this one off and jump in again later. Yeah, Gypsy, that's so true. You do. You have to create a goal and then a plan of action to get to that goal. Again, sometimes it's easy to say stuff, but it's a truth. You need to have a goal, Andy. Even if you write it down on a piece of paper and hang it somewhere so that you see it every day, what you're aiming for, and then work towards that goal. Obviously, you've got lots of people here that are on your side and you know want to see the best for you. I think we will go through that, Joshua. All right then. Okay, Nathan, that sounds good. All right, guys, I'm going to close this stream off. All go over and see Kev and give Kev some love. And when Kev finishes, I might start another live stream. And yeah, love you too, Andy. You take care, mate. Like I said, after Kev's stream, I might start another one if you guys still want to chat and shit. But yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll go over and see Big Kev. I think he needs a bit of support at the moment. Thanks for joining me. Take care, guys. Thanks for all you guys popping in, even you, Gypsy. It's good. You definitely got some good advice there for Andy. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.